Should we talk about Spain and how much fun we had in Dea?
Oh my
So much fun in Mallorca with
Oh my
Tony,
god, we had such a great time there. We had such a
Lorie
great
was
house.
there.
We had wonderful house guests. Remember? We had
Ugh,
Kylie Minogue and we had
Stefan and Kylie.
Stefan.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
gave Elena some. I was in Spain recently, Lore, and I found these butterfly earrings with amber in them. And I will never forget when Stefan and Kylie were looking at the amber coming out of the tree. Remember?
Yeah.
At the picnic
I
table
remember
there
that.
in our patio. And I was
Yeah.
telling them about Kylie, and they're like, who?
So
I mean,
funny.
she's huge.
She had one famous song a few years ago, and do you
Yeah,
remember?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
on everywhere. I can't remember. That's
She's
crazy.
like Madonna in
Um,
Australia.
Yeah, she's huge. I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah,
that was fun. That
yeah.
whole trip was, like,
That
so fun.
Oh my
was
god, it was the best. I love it so much
We were
there. I love
joking because, like, Kristen I don't know if you remember, but Kristen and I came with, like, a whole duffel bag full of beauty products. And I don't know why, because neither one of us wore any makeup. So I don't
oh,
really know
yeah.
what was in the bag,
hot.
just full of products. And we had to park the car, like, kind of far from the
Oh,
house.
because it was
It
up
was a
the hill.
ramp. We
Yeah,
had
because it was
yeah,
up the
yeah.
terrace, and then I remember Kristen and I taking both of us to carry that bag.
Body
That
bag.
it was not a
Well,
regular duffel bag.
we were there for 1 month.
Yes.
Was in there.
But
I
you
have no
guys,
idea
let's just
either.
talk about how well we ate. Those
Oh,
tomatoes, those avocados, the lemons. We had lemon trees in our lot.
Oh, it's so good.
Ugh.
The food was so yummy.
it was so
We
good. It
cooked
was
that calamari on the grill.
And you were making that Mallorcan bread with the
The bread with the,
tomato.
what's the
bruschetta.
Yeah.
bruschetta in Spain,
Yeah,
bruschetta in Italian.
yeah,
But, yeah,
yeah.
and then we had to hang the crackers from the pipe so the ants wouldn't get them.
That I don't remember.
You don't remember that? The cookies? Yeah.
I
No.
remember the cats because
Oh,
one of
yeah,
our guests insisted on feeding the cats,
and
and
Kristen
then
did not
Kristen
like.
was, like, so mad because the cats were, like, meowing in the morning, and she was trying to sleep.
It was just
And Billy and I
everything.
were all
Cats,
over the
shit,
cat.
cats, just cats, cats. There was so many. He kept feeding him over and I go, "Stop feeding the."
Yeah, we threw the food over the cliff.
I was so mad.
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't
so
want 80 cats at the house. I was not
I
into
remember
that.
2. I remember 2 cats.
I remember more
I
than
just
2.
remember you were so mad that you got up some pots and pans at 6 AM in the morning, went by his window outside and started banging them.
Oh
Well,
my god.
we were ready to kick his ass anyway, I'll tell you.
Ah, that's
You
funny.
know?
Good
I'll t
times.
I was
But who did I see? I saw Sinead O'Connor there, and I saw Bob Geldof there,
Yeah.
and, yeah, I saw
I
a lot
remember
of very cool
we
people
saw
there.
Bob Geldof at that
The
restaurant.
the cool thing about that island, though, is that one side, the side that we stayed on, was that rocky cliffy into the water,
Yeah.
and then on the other side was that, like, white, beautiful sand, and remember Tony had good friends,
Yeah.
that had that house, and we went there for the day?
Yeah,
It was
Mhm.
that
such a
was
cool house.
Yeah, it was
the
so
Yeah,
best.
fun.
yeah.
Hanging
That
with
was
the
a lot of fun.
locals never beats it, hanging with the locals, and we had that
Mhm.
amazing. I still make the Majorcan salad to this day with the
What's the
tuna
Mallorcan
and the
salad?
egg and the tomato. Yeah, just that
Oh,
Huh.
yeah.
put together salad.
Like
Like,
it's
kind of like a tuna was.
I was
Yeah,
just gonna say that,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And we were driving all over that island, remember?
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we had a car.
Like, I know, I
I
can't believe
love all
we
those little villages, it's fun.
Yeah,
I was
it was a lot of
recently
fun.
in Lanzarote, and I didn't know Tony was from Tenerife.
Yeah,
Mhm.
did you like Lanzarote?
I've been there, before, and it was really great because my ex is from Spain, and so we had a
Oh,
little family reunion there, and I love it but there's, like, 300 volcanoes, but
I
it
know.
reminded me of Mallorca because there was so many Germans in England.
I
Yeah.
They
know.
love
I
that's where they go, those are the warm spots.
The Canary Islands. Yeah, I've been there a few times for work.
Which
Yeah,
islands
he
were
was
you in?
I was in Lanzarote, I've been in Gran Canaria,
Lanzarote, I love it.
Lanzarote, um,
Lanzarote. Okay, go ahead.
Right.
Tenerife.
Well,
Yeah.
then come here.
Tenerife is great, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
That's
last one
more
I
the
went to.
main hub.
You know, I for me, I like Mallorca, Menorca, those islands better because it feels so arid and dry on the Canary Islands. I
Yeah,
don't know,
they
it's
all
just
have
a different vibe.
volcanic, yeah. Yeah.
Be
I feel very at home in the Mediterranean area. Last spring I went to Sicily for April and May just to get
Uh,
out of town, and I just bought a one-way ticket. And because, with no pesticides in the food,
Mhm.
you can eat bread and feel good.
So what did you do? Just travel around for like
I
2
well,
months?
my great-grandfather was from a little area called Termini Imerese, which is right outside of Palermo, and I
Okay.
rented a car for super cheap. Literally, the car was $600 for 2 months.
Wow.
So I
That's
really just circumferenced the island and went and stayed and just Airbnb'd it around. And, yeah, just like, I was in between jobs. I had gotten Microsoft had cut their budget. I was running the Microsoft lounge for them, and then, didn't and then Trump got elected, and I'm like, I just wanna go figure out what these next 4 years are gonna be like with me here. Yeah, and then I did that, and when I got back, Chris is like, "Let's do a podcast." No, not right
I know,
away.
that sounds
That
so
happened in the
great
summer.
to go to Sicily for
Mhm.
2 months.
Fun,
Yes,
right?
but remember back in the day, like, in being in Mallorca for a month, it's like, I feel like we need that as humans to, like, just go away for, like, a week is not enough. 2
Yeah.
weeks, you're starting to feel
Well, I
unwind,
feel like
and then
Europeans do that, but Americans,
yeah, we
we don't.
don't, and
Like,
it's
most
very
Americans
natural.
don't, yeah, don't get that kind of vacation, you know?
We don't get that
Yeah.
time. It's true. So when you
That's why I
do
was
get it,
so
take it.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was so lucky to work for a Frenchman in New
Yeah,
York because I got the whole month of August off, and it was
Yeah.
awesome.
And when I
Yeah.
was living in Paris, when we were living together, Paris shut down for August, so, like, you had you just took vacation.
It was so
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, I went to Greece when I was living for the summer and, took the whole month in Greece with Corinne. We went to Paros, Antiparos, Mykonos, Santorini. I can't remember. I think that was it. They have these big ships and they're super cheap to go from place to place, like literally like $12. I'm not
Yes,
kidding.
the
So you get
ferry.
like
yeah, like
cargo.
ferries, and sometimes they're like 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it is. You fly into Athens, and then you just get on different boats and go from island to island, and you stay in these great youth hostels. We met good friends that we're still friends with this to this day, which is crazy, right? And we had Travel Scrabble, my favorite, and we'd go to the beach all day and, just jump on a boat and then go to another island for the next 3 days and then
That's
jump,
so
you know what I
cool.
mean? I remember one night we partied it up and I was on the beach and I fell asleep on the beach and I woke up. The only shoes I brought were a pair of wooden clogs, okay? And when I woke up in the morning, the guy cleaning up the beach had taken my clogs and thrown them away. I go, those are my only shoes. And I had to hunt him down and go through his garbage and pull my clogs out.
You loved clogs, and you
Yes.
loved, those little what do you call those Swedish made
Milkmaid,
dresses? Oh,
milkmaid
milkmaid
dresses.
dresses.
Yeah, loved them because they
Yes.
used to sell them at these great vintage stores in New York, like
Totally.
unique, and they had really cute things that they had gotten in Germany, these vintage German milkmaid dresses. I had a bunch of them. I loved
Milkmaid.
You did with your clogs.
yeah, and that's why Caio hated me so much. With my clogs, run to the bathroom. And then I went to Mallorca for a month in '94.
August
I worked for Stefan, and then we went the summer of
'96,
'96.
'cause I
Yeah.
had a shaved head.
So,
I remember that.
You
yeah.
did. You were doing your G.I. Jane.
Mhm.
I had because, in our world, I had so many hairstylists that kept coloring my hair where at one point it was like gold and it was falling
Mhm.
out. I'm like, "This is a good time to shave my head." And I
Look,
don't go to a
The
professional.
'90s was like a decade of hair colors, like, because I had, like, short black hair, like, I mean, but I remember I always had, like, long, thick hair, and the '90s part of the '90s was heroin chic and looking really edgy, and I never looked edgy, I was super classic, so I remember going to this agency, and they're like, "Oh, you're just too classic. We need to edge you up, so let's cut your hair off and dye it black." And I was and I
So wasn't
secretly was
you.
like, "Okay." It was yeah, as soon as I cut it, I started growing it. I made no money that year. I was super poor. I did, like,
Ugh,
cool editorials, but no one wanted to book me with, like, this harsh hairdo, and I remember going into the agency and being like, "What can we do to get more work? What clients can we go after?" And they were so mean to me. There's this one
oh,
agency.
cute.
Well, there was this one agency, and their conference room was all glass, and all the agents could see. So I was having a meeting with the owner of the agency, not to like it was his idea for me to cut my hair off like this. I was just trying to get ideas of like, well, what can we do to make some more money or make any money? And he was just, well, you're the girl that makes the least amount of money in this agency. we just keep you because we like you. I was like 20. I was like crying with all these agents looking at me. And I was thinking to myself, why can't anyone come in here and like make up for me? This was not my idea, you know?
Yeah.
I know.
And I left them shortly after. But
Mhm.
and then to make it even more edgy, the black bob, they decided to put a skunk streak right here.
I
Yeah.
don't remember
So I
this
just had
look. Oh,
big blonde piece here and
what?
like a harsh black bob, you know? It was like that was gonna edge it up. But like, oh, I now look like a skunk.
Where were we?
I mean, I remember showing up for work and they sometimes for editorial, be like, okay, when you look too healthy, can you maybe stay out late? You need to have some bags. And I thought I was supposed to be healthy and be a
Bizarre.
model, but that was heroin chic. It was so in, and I
Heroin
was so
chic, weight
not heroin
loss.
chic.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
was the
gosh,
exact
isn't it
opposite of heroin chic.
oh
It was a
And you
different
do.
era.
Still look exactly the same. You're gorgeous. I
Oh,
mean, you
you're
look so
kind.
good.
Well, I got rid of
exactly.
that
Oh, thank
hairdo, grew my
Yeah, the
hair back
black
out.
I hear
And
now.
you're
I
still out there and you're still modeling. I love that.
Still, yeah, we're
Long
still
career.
going. It's still going.
I love it.
Amazing. Good for
Yeah, I'm
you.
very
I
blessed.
love it.
Not easy
I
to
know.
keep that going on.
It is
Um,
not easy.
I know. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. I apologize. That was not very nice of me. I'm so sorry.
I
Chris, were you up late watching Heated Rivalry?
No, I watched that this morning. I watched 1.5 episodes. I'm on episode 2. Yeah.
Are
All
you
right.
gonna continue it?
I don't know. Can't
I'm on
decide.
episode 2. It's
Okay.
it was really I asked my 18-year-old nephew if he heard of it, and he looked at me shocked. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
because he heard of it or didn't hear of it, but,
I just it just took me off guard. I didn't think it was gonna be quite like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's
like
why.
soft
I mean,
porn.
the story has I mean, it has, like, meaning behind it. It's HBO, so it's
I'll say
very blatant.
wonderful to see a relationship like that on a mainstream,
Yeah,
platform, absolutely. I wasn't ready for
totally yeah,
the
took me off
layer
guard.
of sexual activity happening.
Yeah, yeah. I just it
Wow,
really I was stunned. I mean, not stunned, it's just that's normally
they went
not
there.
my
Yeah, they did it.
choice of entertainment. Yeah.
It's
Well,
doing
we'll see.
well. People like it. People love it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm
Um,
sure it's really upsetting the MAGA group, so let's keep watching
yeah.
it.
So, Lore, what is the craziest modeling experience you've ever had? I'm talking shocking, what just happened kind of moment.
Had a few. Which one do I wanna share? Well, one at the beginning of my career, I'm surprised I didn't quit modeling after this. I it was my first trip, and it was gonna be in Saint Tropez, and I was flying from New York, and, those were the days where, we didn't have phones. So they just said, "When you get to Paris, here's the photographer's number. He's gonna tell you when your next flight from Paris to Saint Tropez is." Okay, great. So I land in Paris, get the calling, you had to get a calling card to like call, because it was like different
Right.
currency.
No cell
I call
phones.
and it's like 6 a.m. You remember, you land early in the morning from like New York. And so of
Mhm.
course he's sleeping. I didn't think about that. And so he doesn't answer. It's the answer machine. I'm like, hi, it's Lorie Baker. I'm going with you to Saint Tropez. I'm like just calling to see when time my flight is. So I wait a couple hours and I call in. It's the answer machine again. Hi, let's do the whole thing again. Finally, he answers. I call back at like noon and he's like, oh, yeah, our flight's at like 6 p.m. or something. And I was like, okay, I'm at the airport. So I go do the job. I'm the only girl in the job. It's like 3 or 4 other male models and the photographers. Everybody's a guy. They were all trying to play tricks on me the whole job. Like one picture, I was kind of cuddling with the guy and then he was kiss her and he didn't have film in the camera. It was
Ah,
not digital. It was like all these like tricks and like somebody came to my door in the middle of the night. So it was like a competition to see who maybe could like
get you upset.
Freak you
Yeah.
out.
not get me upset or like score with me or like get like it was yeah, but I didn't really know what was going. It was horrible. I mean, we
Ugh,
laughed about. I mean, 5, 6 years later, we laugh about it, but
Yeah, but
it was really kind of
to be
cruel.
out there on your own like that and all that happening, that's
Yeah, I didn't know anything. I was like 18. It was my first like, international trip and, like, yeah,
Ouch.
kind of rude, but,
Yeah,
like,
I
I've
don't
had
like
lots
that.
of, like, trips where you're working in, like, horrible conditions, like, you're
Yeah.
working like, it's freezing and you're in the water and your lips are blue or it's
Yeah, and they're like,
100
"Do it
degrees.
again, do it again." Yeah,
Oh, yeah, and you're like, "I'm gonna get hypothermia," and they're like, "We don't care."
I've been there
Mhm.
with as a
Mm,
producer
yeah, or you're
watching
wearing a fur,
degrees.
like, or a wool turtleneck sweater, and it's like 125
Oh,
degrees.
yeah, you're just sweating.
We're gonna wrap it up, but I have one firing question for Lore, like just a speed bomber, okay? And you have to answer it. You
Oh gosh.
cannot pivot. You cannot, you have to answer this,
I'm
okay?
terrified.
I am
Okay, no,
too.
don't be terrified. Don't be terrified.
No, what it is.
Okay. Who would you rather make out with? Donald Trump or Harvey Weinstein? Go.
This
I know. Come on, Lore.
I
You have
mean,
to.
if I
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
to, like, you're putting a gun to my head, I guess I would pick Donald Trump because Harvey Weinstein is like I mean,
They both are.
they're both horrible. They're both I would not make out with either one of them unless, like, you were gonna kill a family member.
I
You
know
might
that's the only way.
like I might even take you to kill me, but, like, not a family member.
Trump with those chappy, dry.
Oh my God.
Who would you?
Oh,
I'm
I
not
I
I
would
would
kick
never.
'em both to the curb and I'd make
No,
out
no,
with Bud.
you have to pick one.
Oh my God, there's no
That
way.
that question
Yeah, you
wasn't
have
pointed
to.
to me, so I don't have to answer.
Oh my
You have
God.
you have to,
All right,
Chris.
we see, you know how much I hate that orange
Laura, ask
thing. And
her
you
one
know how
back.
much.
Think of something different. Ask her one.
No, she loves this one. She wants to put me on the.
One.
All right. All right, wait.
Um,
Are you gonna do a
no,
new one or
that's a
you want?
bad one. There's hardly anyone worse than those 2.
I know, they're the grossest.
Yeah.
Well,
They're the
Stephen
aggressive.
Miller
Ugh.
or JD Vance.
Do something with Steven. She hates him.
Stephen Miller, JD Van that's I mean, I
They're
think Harvey Weinstein and Trump's worse.
Yeah, I think that's way worse. Oh my God. I can't, like, I picture their faces and they're both so nasty. Like Trump, the way it's literally like an orange peel color and texture. And Harvey is like, I can't even explain, like moldy and gross and pocky.
Bad.
Just
Yeah,
swap
And
and
bad.
spit with either one. Ugh.
I would throw
No.
up. I guess, I mean, how
Never.
long do I have to make out with either one of them for?
They just quickly.
Okay, very quickly. Oh my God, I hate them both so much. I can't. All right, if I, I think, I
You would
think
pick
I think I hate Trump more. I think I'd make out with Harvey. Oh my God, that is
we would both
absolute.
have post-traumatic syndrome for
Oh my,
sure.
Yeah. You guys would
I
be
would
laid
have
out.
to go to the hospital and be on a Chardonnay IV. There's no way. Oh my God, I literally feel nauseous. We got to end on this one because I really
All
got to
right, yeah,
go.
let's wrap it up because I need to go
I
vomit.
love you, girls.
Love you.
Laura, it was so good to see
You
you.
too, you
Next
too.
time I'm in
Hopefully,
Florida, when I visit Chris, we're all getting together, okay?
please.
All right.
For
Yeah, let's be
sure.
live.
Thank you
For
so
sure.
much for coming on and chatting with us.
You're welcome.
We
All right,
love
hang in
having you
there.
on, Laura.
All right, I'm
And
gonna leave now.
Happy New Year, everybody.
yes.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year.
Hey, listen, just to if anybody who's watching this and listening to this enjoyed the conversation, please drop a like, follow, share, subscribe, do it all. It helps us enormously. We love you. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.